A winding road with nary a car in sight leads us to a curiosity in the New Hampshire town of Sandwich. Here we find what locals call the Great Wall of Sandwich. Imagine being so mad at your neighbors that you build a big wall, not to shut them out, but to constantly remind them of your revenge. Isaac Adams, born in 1802, was a cabinet maker's apprentice. He had dreams beyond Sandwich, but was low on funds.
He tried to convince the neighbors to pony up the money for the coach fare to Boston. There was a flat no. And he quite literally left town shaking his fists, telling the people that I'll be back, and when I come back, I'm going to buy all your houses and knock them down. And by God, he did.
Jim Mickland is director of the Sandwich Historical Society. He says Adams eventually made it to Boston, where he invented a steam-powered printing press.
Isaac Adams revolutionized the whole printing industry. He sold the patents for it and made a lot of money.
When Adams retired, he returned to Sandwich and built this manor on a hill. He then fulfilled the pledge of his youth.
He bought up all these farms. At one point, his estate was about 2,600 acres.
In 1874, Adams hired locals to construct a mile-long, 10-foot-wide wall around his property.
The fill for the wall, and this is a great part of the story, is the front steps and foundations of all these houses that he bought and torn down.
One might call Isaac Adams a rubble rouser. He continued thumbing his nose at townsfolk by erecting this statue. The mythical Niobe was punished severely by the Greek gods for her hubris. So was he a chronic malcontent or just a nasty fellow?
If you looked up the word narcissist in the dictionary, his picture would be prominently displayed. But it's a gorgeous wall. And at the time, they figured that it probably cost about $350,000, which today would be about $7 million.
Just to build a wall?
Just to build this wall, the Great Wall of Sandwich.
Fortunately, today's residents of Sandwich are far more hospitable.
This right here is the raclette menu.
This place has become kind of the living room of Sandwich.
Open every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, locals say the Foothills is more than just a restaurant.
I love the Foothills because it always offers a great community.
It's nice to see you.
Rebecca Cole and Nancy Blaine co-own the Foothills, a former coffee shop they bought and renovated in 2021.
I could picture a bar that the whole town gathered around. But then also, you need a sandwich in Sandwich.
Best friends for more than 30 years, Cole and Blaine lived and worked in New York City. Cole has deep family roots in Sandwich and introduced Blaine to the area.
The whole town is historical architecture. And then, of course, we're nestled in the mountains, which is why we call them the foothills, so I hike all the time.
If you had the dream of the quintessential New England town with snow-capped pine trees, and this is it.
Cole is a celebrated landscape designer, specializing in gardens and green roofs. Blaine left a long career in publishing, moving full-time to Sandwich during the pandemic.
I just thought, I'm 55 and I don't want to just do one thing my whole life.
To develop a menu, Blaine and Cole enlisted the help of New York-based chef Fareed Bougalem, who also happens to be Cole's former husband. A native of the French Alps, Chef Bougalem came up with raclette night.
Raclette is a cheese. It's a Swiss cheese. It's mostly in the Alps. Very popular on the ski resort.
Diners grilled cheese at their tables, dipping meat, potatoes, and other vegetables.
This is my first time really experiencing this, and it is amazing.
How lucky are we that we have this French chef up in the mountains?
This is a home away from home in the Foothills, in the depths of a New Hampshire winter.
To have this hub and feel a part of the community, I think it's essential for small towns.
Very nice. And Nancy and Rebecca tell us that the Foothills also offers some amenities and groceries for people in town, since it's about a 20-minute drive to the nearest large grocery store. Raclette Night is a special dinner series, and there are 5 dinners on the schedule for this year. We'll have information on our website. Up next, hockey in its native environment.